In this video, you will learn expert tips to help install the Schlage XE360 Mortise Lock. From what to check before you begin to mechanical installation and electrical hookup, this video highlights the important steps to keep in mind, improvements to the installation process, and optional steps to help the XE360 lock perform at its best on the door. Digital interactive instructions are available by scanning the QR code on the box or by going to alle.co/XE360. These instructions provide animated 3D models of the lock and show critical steps and sequences for mechanical and electrical installation. If this is your first time watching the video or installing the lock, we recommend following along with the instruction sheet or interactive digital instructions and a sample XE360 lock if possible. Practicing some of the following steps on your own may help future installations go more smoothly. If the lock will be installed in an area where significant temperature or humidity changes are anticipated, the condensation sealant kit can be used to help ensure maximum protection when the lock is in use. The XE360 lock can be installed without the kit and later retrofitted if it's determined to be necessary. The mechanical key, which is used for key override, can be found in the top of the box when opened. Keep this key with you throughout the installation in case the latch must be retracted for any reason. The box has been designed to allow for testing of the electronics prior to installation. Remove and unwrap the exterior trim. Remove and unwrap the interior trim and plate. Separate the plate and set aside. It is not needed for the test. Connect the gray ribbon cable to the appropriate connector on the inside trim, ensuring the red wire lines up with the red line on the label. Connect the white ribbon cable to the appropriate connector on the inside trim, ensuring the red wire lines up with the red line on the label. Remove the battery pack and insert 4 AA batteries, ensuring proper orientation. Turn over the outside trim. Connect the battery pack cable to the battery connector on the inside trim. The connector will only fit in one orientation, where the red and black wires line up together. Observe the exterior trim and verify the lock flashes green 3 times. If the lock flashes green 3 times, the electrical test is complete. Carefully disconnect the battery pack, uninstall the batteries, disconnect the cables, and return the trims and battery pack to their locations in the box. At this time, it may be advisable to commission or register the lock to your access system prior to installation. This can make setup more efficient since the system administrators can assign users and access rights to the lock ahead of installation. Contact your facility personnel or system administrator to determine the best plan for your facility. Ensure the door swings freely, fits into the frame without binding, and that any other hardware on the door are secure and work properly. There should be a 1/8 inch gap on the top and sides of the door and frame. A common cause of latching issues are due to door alignment. If there are any conditions with the opening that may cause a latching issue, resolve them before continuing. All fasteners are located in separate numbered bags in the box. The numbers correspond to specific steps in the installation instructions. For each step that requires a fastener, the instructions will show the screw needed and the bag number where it can be found. Lift the plastic tray to find and remove the mortise case from the box. If the bevel of the latch is not appropriate for the swing of the door, firmly hold the mortise case, pull the latch outward, and rotate 180 degrees. Please note, there is no handing screw on the XE360 Mortise Lock. All that is needed to rehand the case is to reverse the latch. When installing the mortise case in the door, do not fully tighten the screws until installation is complete. This will allow the case to align as you install the interior and exterior trims. Once you have installed the mortise case in the door, use caution to ensure the door does not close until installation is complete. Lock-in or door jamming could occur. Before installing the posts on the interior plate, identify the correct holes to use based on your door handing. Stand on the exterior side of the door and hold the plate up with one hand, with the tabs facing the door. With the other hand, pretend to rotate the lever. Picture the lever down motion and mark the holes on the plate that match the diagonal created with the downward facing lever. To install the posts, prop the plate upright. Insert the screws from bag 2 in the appropriate holes based on your handing. Then begin to fasten the post to it. Hold the post with locking pliers and use a number 2 Phillips screwdriver to fully tighten the screw. Before attaching the lever to the exterior trim, familiarize yourself with the spindle and catch mechanism by installing the lever a few times. This lever catch is a security feature designed to prevent the lever from being removed from the outside. Ensure the spindle is fully extended and the catch, or ball, has dropped into place. You may need to push the ball down. Loosen the set screw in the lever. Align the lever with the trim and carefully push straight into place until you hear a click. Note that if the spindle is pushed in, the catch will pop back up. Ensure the catch has dropped before attempting to install the lever. To remove the lever, gently push the spindle from the inside of the assembly with the hex wrench. Once installed, the lever is rigidly held in place. For both inside and outside levers, the set screw must be torqued. Using the short end of the included hex wrench as shown, tighten the screw and apply pressure that bends the long end of the wrench approximately 15 degrees. Ensure that the red wire on the cable aligns with the red line on the label of the assembly. Fold the ribbon cables down in a U shape to provide adequate space and avoid pinching. After placing the battery pack inside the interior trim, tuck the cable as shown to provide adequate space and avoid pinching. To use the key override, insert the key as shown on the underside of the exterior trim. The key only rotates about 1/8 of a turn to retract the latch. For assistance, consult your installation instructions or the digital interactive instructions, or contact customer care at 877-671-7011.